Okay, hi everybody at home. We're just going to do a live review here on imperialism so that when you take your quiz, you'll be ready to go. So if you watch this video, you are going to have a leg up on the perceived competition. So I'm doing this in class with the students who have whiteboards, and they're going to respond to my questions. You will obviously not have a whiteboard, but if you want to get something and write it down. Just a couple announcements, and I know it's tough to see me because my background is this sunshine, which is nice. You all probably want to be outside with. But next week, we're going to try to go live with class to preempt what's happening after Thanksgiving. So those of you in class, after Thanksgiving, they just made an announcement that all classes are going live for at least 10 minutes a period. So you've got to be, no matter if you're here or not, you've got to have some live Zoom or Google Meets for class. Okay? So we're going to try that next week on Tuesday and Friday. Okay, so you'll be at home Tuesday, but you'll Zoom in, or I haven't decided if I want to do Zoom or Google Meets. And then people at home, I'm pointing at you in the mic. There you go. You will be on Friday, so next Friday. All right, so just plan on that. Also, end of the marking period is next Friday. Okay, so if there's anything that is due, anything that you owe, it's due next Friday. I'll probably have one extra credit thing beginning of next week to maybe help out some people. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to review. All right, so those of you in class, I'm going to stay over here so they can see me in the little camera. All right, on your board, okay, so let's review. All right, what is it called when you have one country that takes over another country and dominates them politically, economically, or socially?
I'm going to say for the record, I can't ask them.
Give it a A, B, C, D.
Put that on board. And put it up in front of you.
Like for the quiz, is there like answer choice?
Yes, it's multiple choice.
Okay.
Quiz is multiple choice. Okay.
Oh, crap.
Got it. All right. So there you go. If you can see that at home, that is imperialism. I hope we get that one.
That's not colonization.
All right, because that is what the unit topic is. Okay?
Isn't that colonization though?
Colonization. I mean, so colonization, that's a great question. Imperialism, colonization, a colony, it's kind of all very similar. So imperialism and colonization are very similar topics. Imperialism is just kind of the overarching thing, but colonization is also used in the same way. So that's a good question. What do we got on the screen? Okay. Second question. Give me a economic cause for imperialism or colonization. What's an economic cause for imperialism or colonization? I'm just going to come around and look at the words. I'm going to show the people at home my board. Here you go. Okay, so I just wrote this down for you, but you got something like this. New markets, raw materials, and natural resources, and that's a good one. Investment, so anything economic, we're talking about goods, services, production, distribution, making money, okay? That's economic. These would all be reasons why you would imperialize, right?
Trade, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, you could, yeah, you'd have benefits of trade for sure, yeah. So yeah, that would be acceptable. But if there was a multiple choice question, most of the first reason why you would imperialize would be economic reasons, right?
Yeah.
Before anything else, and there's other reasons why people did it, but for the most part, economics and just benefiting your country economically would be the main reason to get raw materials, to get natural resources, so that you could industrialize and become more powerful. That would be a primary cause for imperialism. All right, name me a political cause for imperialism. Political cause. Probably not political. Political is government, guys. That's the process.
This
Okay.
feels normal. I think that's social.
That's right.
Oh, it is?
So then,
So here's what I got. So power, obviously, just to have more power. Anytime your country has more power, that's a political, that's you're gaining politically. Absolutely, yeah. Military positioning or expansion. Nationalism would be political too, because your government feeling that you're better than other people, right? Having pride in your nation as a country, right? So that would be political. For the most part, it's this desire to be better, right? As a nation, which is nationalism, and that's going to lead to problems down the road, especially it's going to cause World War I. One of the reasons why World War I happens is because this nationalistic feeling kind of goes a little overboard. Okay, last one. What do you think I'm going to ask? Name a social cause of imperialism. There's really two, maybe three. Well,
so it'd be like,
blank words are not good.
I know what.
All right.
Because, wait, so like if you're like spreading new ideas, that, oh, gosh.
That would be social.
Is it? Okay. Because I didn't know like laws and stuff, isn't that technically government?
Yeah, but it's more of a cultural thing for ideas. That in your culture, that idea about government is accepted. Somebody else needs to know.
So for a law. Oh, religion.
So white man's burden is this idea that, right, and we did the poem, and there's definitely going to be a question on this, so pay attention, right? It's the idea that the imperialists needed to civilize the uncivilized, right, in their minds. And they had this burden, right, this obligation to do this. And it was morally the right thing. That's what they thought, right, that this was the right thing to do. We need to show these people how to live. like us, because our way of life is better, right? That's what they thought. And obviously we know that that's wrong now, but that, that's the poem really, captures the feeling that they had. And it was real for them, that they thought they were doing the right thing. So when imperialism, when there are questions on the regents and anything else, that's probably the most asked question, because it's really good at, like I said, capturing that feeling of, we have this burden on us as Europeans to show the rest of the world that we are living the right way, right? Civilize the uncivilized, or show them the light, right? And also a secondary reason, and this would, this caused some imperialism. Some people wanted to spread religion, Christian missionaries and things like that, spreading into Africa and other places in the world. So that would be another reason as well. Okay, so there's political, economic, social, which we do as social studies teachers. Okay, but that's the main reasons for imperialism. The only place that we've gone as far as a case study was India. Okay, so in India, give me the name of the organization that colonized India first. They also colonized the United States. It was a company. To give that hint, it was a company.
We learned that.
Suggestion.
It's not just a country.
No. At first, remember, it was not the entire country, it was just this company.
Oh wait, I know. This is gonna bug me.
The same one that colonized the United States. Not colonized, but sorry, made money on the United States in the beginning. I don't want to confuse you. Ready to go at home?
I did not.
I actually.
That is probably.
Close. No, wrong direction.
Oh, I have the first word right. Oh, why did I think it had something to do with tea?
Well, they sold a lot of tea.
Right, okay, I knew that something with that.
Because, and they actually get it from China and India. So
I remember learning that.
Britain is famous for drinking tea. They don't produce any tea leaves or anything.
I just feel less. I just
So-
feel less.
That company has,
something.
it has some correlation with tea, right?
Oh yeah, well they would bring back things from India and China and produce tea.
So
One of my teachers
East
taught me,
Indian.
I don't know why it's stuck in my brain.
I just feel less person something.
Okay, there was a group in India that the British East India Company paid to be soldiers. They eventually had a mutiny or a rebellion, and that was really the turning point in their relationship between Britain and India. What was the group called? The group that had a mutiny or a rebellion, because we talked about Greece on guns and religious reasons that they neglected the British East India Company. What was the group called? They were hired soldiers. Good job.
Yeah.
Hired soldiers. She wanted to show that right away. She was like,
Yes, I knew that one.
that's good. Amazing how much you forget one day.
We learned this yesterday?
Yes.
I didn't hear the beginning of it.
See, you have the notes, and therefore you didn't pay attention. So maybe next time.
Oh, it was on my testing.
Mercenary.
Yeah, but you came at the
Wait, I don't know like the exact. Step boys.
Sepoys.
Boys.
Sepoy Rebellion. Okay, so
What is it?
the Sepoy Rebellion was the turning point between Britain and India, because before the Sepoy Rebellion, it was British East India Company. They only control a little bit of India. After the Sepoy Rebellion, Britain officially takes all of India as their colony. Right? So it really changes the relationship. And it was important because the Sepoys, like a couple other groups we're going to see, really wanted to get foreigners out of their country. Right? That's the important thing to remember. That's the question of the quiz. Right? But the Sepoys, along with the Boxers, and when we go to China, The Boxer Rebellion, it's the same idea. Get foreigners out of our country.
You say that was one of the questions? Wait, that they wanted the seaports.
Want to get foreigners out. Yep.
Okay.
Get foreigners out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write notes on the whiteboard.
So the seapoy is a hired soldier. So British East India Company just paid them. So, and they had a rebellion because they wanted to get Britain out of India.
So just be mercenaries?
All right, at home, go take your quiz. I just gave you the answer.